Hi everybody, welcome back. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to everybody who took the time to vote for my Project 5-Pan Viewer's Choice Roulette. Reading your guys' comments was so much fun. I have my journal here and I have pages and pages of your guys' ideas in here. But there had to be some winners, so I tallied everything up and I found the top 5. So the first category, the one with the most votes, is oldest product, and there was 119 votes. The suggestion with the most votes, the most thumbs up, was from Love Heatherette, Heather, who I just absolutely adore, and I'm just constantly amazed that she watches my videos and comments all the time, and she's amazing. So thank you, Heather, for suggesting that one. So I was looking through my products trying to figure out what is the oldest thing I have. Now I came across one product that is embarrassingly old. I don't know how this one managed to slip through the cracks all these years, because this product is probably about 15 years old. I know, I don't know how that happened. So I'm not going to attempt to pan that because it's 15 years old, but before I get rid of it, I thought that I would just share it with you guys. This is an Olay Color Moist Lip Definer in the shade Pink Lemonade. I believe I bought this in 2001. Isn't that insane? So, it still swatches pretty nicely. It's so frosty and pink. I was really into frosty pinks. And I had like the frosted pink eyeshadow and the frosted pink lips because I was just so cool. But anyway, no idea how this managed to stay in my collection for so long, and I didn't really pay much attention to it or really think about how old it was. So I'm going to get rid of this one. Glad that I had to go looking through my makeup to find the oldest product because I just should not have had this in here for so long. What I did find was 2 concealers, and I decided to put the 2 of them in together. I was originally only going to put the green one in because I thought, well, I have a couple other green concealers and I've been using them, and well, we'll use this one up. And then I remembered I had bought them together as a set, the concealer in light and the concealer in green, and these are from Physcian's formula, if I hadn't said that already. So these are a few years old. I made sure to check to see if there's any strange smells or like consistency changes, and they seem fine. They're pretty, like, they're old, but they haven't been used very often. Like, the containers haven't been opened. Like, I used this one more because I got it when I really needed a concealer. I didn't have a concealer at the time when I bought this. Oh, how times have changed. But I thought that I would get this because it was a good deal, or so it seemed, and I thought that I would use the green concealer, and I didn't end up using it as much as I thought I would. So they're really nice, creamy formulas. An oldest product that I really have overlooked, which leads me to another part of this. I did go back through after I had the original categories, the top categories, and I went to see if any of the products I picked fit in with other categories people had suggested, and they did. So with this one, these are definitely forgotten products. Nostalgic, because it reminds me of a time when my makeup collection took up like a tiny little corner on a tiny little sink. And these are face products that I never reached for. So for those of you who have voted or suggested categories that doesn't seem like it might be covered here on the surface, they probably are. The second category, with 65 votes, was underrated item. Something that I like that I don't really hear other people talk about. And this was suggested by Vita Bella Makeup, and I decided to go with this product, which is the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Eyeliner in the shade Distortion. And I have heard people talk about the glitter liners, not very often, and I haven't really heard anybody talk about Distortion. I had seen, I think it's Midnight Cowboy, used in a makeup tutorial from a big beauty guru, and I really liked it. Had no real idea it existed, even though I really love Urban Decay. I just would have scrolled right past that. And I bought the Midnight Cowboy, and after I used it, I was like, why aren't more people talking about these eyeliners? These are amazing. And I was intrigued by Distortion because it's so unique. I've never really seen anything like this. And I've got it on today. I'm gonna put a little bit on my lash line and a little bit in the inner corner. I've worn this in videos frequently, honestly. I've put it in my eyebrows, I've used it as a highlight, I've used it on my lips, I've used it on as like a cheekbone highlight. Like, I just had a lot of fun with this. So I thought that this would be a good product to throw in here. It's definitely underrated. It's fairly full, so I don't know how many years it's going to take me to finish it, but this is an item that I'd classify as once feared, now loved, because when I first got the glitter eyeliner, I was like, how the heck am I going to use this? It's multi-use, as I said, I use it in different areas. It's from my favorite brand, Urban Decay, and it's a glitter eyeliner, so we're going to have fun with this one. I'm excited to use this more, honestly, because I just think it's so beautiful. The third category, with 63 votes, was also suggested by Vita Bella Makeup, and this is a color out of my comfort zone. Now, I don't necessarily have any specific colors that are out of my comfort zone. If you've watched any of my other videos, you'll know I am quite comfortable with doing crazy, strange, weird things. And the first thing I had thought of when I thought a color of my comfort zone, I was like, well, this has to be a red lipstick. Has to be a red lipstick. I mean, I always struggle with red lipsticks. I've somehow accumulated a ton of them. I never wear red lipsticks. I'm just not entirely comfortable with them. And then I was influenced by some of the other suggestions and thought, you know what else is out of my comfort zone? A black lipstick. I mean, I've worn black lipsticks in my videos a few times, but I've never worn black lipstick out in public unless it was Halloween or like back when I was in high school and I did it, but you know, not recently. So I decided to choose my liquid lipstick. This is from Kat Von D, and this is in the shade Witches. Appropriate, I think. So it's just a solid black liquid lipstick. Pretty standard. Doesn't look like anything different, but it's a liquid lipstick. I didn't swatch Distortion. I should do that now before I get further into Witches. I know you guys can possibly see it on me, but it just... I wonder if the swatch will show up. Yeah. I know this is a little all over the place. Okay, so there is Distortion. So back to Witches. This is going to be interesting because it's been a very long time since I've worn black lipstick in public. I feel like black lipstick really wants to take your makeup in a certain direction. It kind of wants to take your whole vibe and your whole demeanor in a certain direction, which is why I tried to stay away from that today. Like, I put a little bit of glitter on, I kept my hair in the braid, because when I wear black lipstick, I want to have like the full out big messy hair, I want to have a ton of black eyeliner, I want to wear long black dresses and lace, and I just want to be really witchy. Like, that's the way I am directed when I wear black lipstick, and I want to try and flip that a little bit. And it doesn't have to be super dark, and it doesn't have to be super like gothy, which is what I find ends up happening a lot with pale people, is that the black lipstick kind of wears them instead of them wearing black lipstick. So we're gonna give this a shot. We're gonna see. I don't know. I honestly don't know if I'm gonna end up wearing this very often. I'm gonna try playing around with it. Like, what I'm wearing right now is just straight up black lipstick. I have no other products on here. This is just the way that it looks on me, but I can probably layer it with other things. Not entirely sure, but that's what's the fun of these project pans, is just, you know, trying something different, and it is something out of my comfort zone. So we'll see how it goes. It's also a product that I love the formula of. I haven't seen anyone pan a black lipstick. If somebody has panned or attempted to pan a black lipstick, please let me know. And if you have, I apologize sincerely. I must just be forgetting. Someone had suggested a black lipstick, a full-size dark lipstick, a liquid lipstick, a crazy lipstick, and this probably was not the smartest purchase I could have made, but it's done. I own it now. I'm going to embrace it. Dewdrop Makeup Blog suggested something not worth the price / cost, and that had 62 votes. So I did decide to go with another lipstick. I know, so many lipsticks, but I have so many lipsticks. So I thought that I'd put in my YSL lipstick. This is a Rouge Volupte Shine, and this is the shade number 1. This is an old product as well. Pretty, not the product that I wanted. I bought this when I took a trip to London a couple of years ago, so that's what it looks like swatched there. I had wanted number 1 in a different line, which is a straight up like pink nude color, and they gave me number 1. I didn't realize till after I had left, and they had a strict no return policy, so I was stuck with it. Pretty disappointed. And I really don't think that the YSL lipsticks are worth the cost. I obviously only have the one, but they're pretty. The packaging is beautiful. Like, it just feels so luxurious when you have it, seeing like the YSL label on there, and it's heavy to hold, but I just don't think that it's worth the cost. I think there's so many other lipsticks that are so much better. This is almost like a glorified lip balm, really. So this is also something I consider an overrated product. Another product regret. It's a lipstick I dislike, a product I want out of my collection. It's a purple lipstick, and it's a product I bought for the packaging. I mean, I had told myself I was going to buy a YSL lipstick because I thought they were so pretty. I just had intended to buy one that I would actually have used more. So this is a good excuse for me to finish this product and get it out. And lastly, the 5th item, or 6th item, because I have 2 concealers, was suggested by Andy May, and she suggested an item you're afraid to pan, and this had 45 votes. And she specified not to choose a loose powder blush. And I know from watching her videos that she had also struggled with a loose powder blush. So of course I had to choose a loose powder blush. It's not technically a loose powder blush, it is technically an all-over face color. And this is from bareMinerals, and this is the shade Glee. And it's really hard to measure this because I don't find it settles very well. This is a product that I don't get. I just don't understand it. When I thought, as soon as I saw the category of an item you're afraid to pan, my first thought was a blush or like a bronzer, some sort of powder product that I just wouldn't get a lot of use out of. And I was looking through my blushes, and I thought of Andy's comment, and then I thought, you know what, I am just gonna go with it. I'm just gonna go with this weird powder all over color thing. I've used it as an all over color and it looks crazy. I have it on today a little bit on my cheeks. When I first applied it, I haven't used it in a very long time. When I first put it on, I was like, what? But I don't understand. It just does not do what you would think it's supposed to do. Like, it just ends up getting, it was a lot of blending. Anyway, it was an experience, and I gotta try this more and figure out what I can do with it. It's also a very pretty sort of plum color, so I could probably also use this maybe as an eyeshadow, as if I don't have enough of those, but we'll try it out. It's an all over face color, so maybe I can just use it in various places all over my face and try it out and see how it works. So yeah, that is an item I think that is good in theory. It's multi-use, and it's a loose powder. I also want to mention the YouTube Made Me Buy It category. For those of you that don't know, I actually have a full project pan dedicated to products that I was influenced to buy because of YouTube. So for those of you that don't know, I have that challenge. I've posted one update. I will have a second one coming up in the next week or two. Yeah, just so you guys know. So that is everything for my intro with all of the items. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Thank you so much for voting. If you guys want to use any of the categories from the comments, like, feel free. Take a chance, use some of these crazy categories. They're awesome. I love that I have a whole list now, and I really want to try going through the lists and trying to pan those things. I feel like I need like a checklist of like ultimate products or categories of stuff to pan, and just kind of go through, and as I finish them, like check them off. And you know, that might be a fun project for like 2017 or something, to see like how many different products I can pan in different categories. Could be fun. Maybe a tag? I don't know. Let me know what you think. Anyway, thank you so much. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I really hope I will see you in my next video. Bye.